Hi guys, Dr. Douglas Gillard here. Thanks for coming over to this video. And I know how you got here. Most of you have signed up for a coaching session, and then I gave you this link and said, you got a little homework to do. And I can hear you, oh doc, I don't want to do this, why do I have to do this? It's actually really important. We're going to do some simple muscle testing of the foot and toes. And I can tell a lot by that testing. It should be exactly the same as your non-sciatica leg. So your right and left foot should have the same power. If they don't, it could indicate that one of the nerve roots has been damaged at the level of the spine. Things like disc herniation, spondylolisthesis, stenosis, osteoarthritis, especially of the superior articular facet, can all crunch that nerve root. And for example, if the L4 nerve root gets compressed and irritated, you lose your ability to dorsiflex, and then you start tripping over your foot. That's called foot drop. So these tests are really important to me, so I appreciate it greatly that you take the time to do this. All right, I'll talk to you a little bit at the close of this video. Have fun. So go ahead and get yourself a hard surface like this and get your shoe and sock off, and let's do some testing. First thing we're going to test is the L5 nerve root. L5 is really easily tested by testing the power of extensor hallucis longus. That's the muscle that lifts up your big toe. Extensor digitorum longus is also pure L5. They're almost pure. They have a touch of mix in there, but for the most part, they're by far dominated by the L5 nerve root. You get an L4 paracentral disc herniation, you injure your L5 nerve root, you're not going to be able to do this very good. So here's the test. On your good leg first, on your good foot first, not your sciatica foot, go ahead and raise your toes up. Okay, see I got my big toe up there. Do not lift the ball of your foot up. That's for L4, that's testing dorsiflexion. So I just want you to keep the ball of your foot on and lift that up. Okay? Then grab yourself a broom or a golf club. Golf club probably would work good. This is my wife's broom. It's got like a soft rubbery type handle on it, so it works pretty good. And go ahead and dorsiflex your big toe, and then put the broom there, and then push. Okay, and you resist. I got good power here. No problem. Some patients, when they do this on their sciatica side, they set this broom up and they push and it goes right to the ground. Okay, so the idea here is to get an idea of how strong this one is, and then go to your bad one and see how strong that one is. They better be the same strength. If one you can push down really easy like that, you got yourself an L5 nerve root injury, so that's not a good thing. Okay, I can actually shift. Let's do one more here, so I did a little different view. Okay, dorsiflex. Get the rubber thing on there. Push. Strong as a rock. I don't have a problem with my L5 root, so my other one is just as good. All right, so that's L5. Now let's move to the L4 nerve root. So L4 is dorsiflexion. Let's get this move over here a little bit. So dorsiflexion is flexing your foot off, the ball of your foot, everything off except for your heel. See how my heel is still, it's like the pivot point here. Okay, so now you can take that same broom and on the distal part of the foot, or the outer portion of the foot, push. Okay, very strong. This is tibialis anterior. This is not pure L4, but it's mostly L4 in most people. All right, so that's strong as a rock. I better not be able to go push it right down. Okay, that's no good. That might even be foot drop. Remember, it's hard to demonstrate here, but remember when you walk, you hit the heel of your foot, and then you push off. Okay, then you swing the foot out of the way. But when you come back, see how my foot's cocked to strike again and then go again? Well, what happens if you can't do that? When you come back, you catch the ground, and that's called foot drop. Some people call it drop foot. But that's not good. You've got a serious injury to the L4 nerve root. Probably probably from an L3 paracentral disc herniation or a far lateral L4 disc herniation or stenosis. Lateral stenosis can do it as well. All right, so a little different angle. Again, dorsiflexion, get the broom, push. Really, really strong, so that's a great sign. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, the third one's kind of hard to demonstrate here in this with this view, but I'm leaning forward against a little shelf here, and I'm flexing, or I am doing plantar flexion. That's called. Notice how my heel goes off the ground. Okay, so I'm going to do this 10 times. I can bend my other leg out of the way, so I can do single leg. These are called calf raises. Better be able to do 10 of them here. Then I can go to my good leg, and I can do 10 of them, which notice I can't do a single one, right? This is my sciatica leg. I got permanent S1 nerve damage. So this is a test for the S1. The gastrocnemius and soleus is supplied exclusively by S1 and S2. S2 usually doesn't get involved in a disc injury or stenosis. So what does that mean? That means your calves are going to be pretty darn strong. If you try to do both together, you're probably going to be, see, I can do it now, but I can't go up on the calf at all without help. So really, a good way to keep track of your S1 function is to measure your gastrocnemius muscle with a measuring tape and measure that every month. That better not be shrinking. You better not be getting atrophy, because the calf is such a strong muscle you may not catch it. You can easily catch it on L5 though, and you can catch it, there's L5, and you can catch it on L4 as well. All right, hope that helps. I look forward to speaking with you pretty soon. All right, that wasn't so bad, right? So now I want you to do me one more favor. Could you please write down the information that you learned from these tests? In other words, was the big toe extensor really weak or a little bit weak, or you didn't have any power in it at all? Write that down and send that to me via email so I can get that into your file. Or you can just put that information into your pre-coaching session questions. All right, I look forward to speaking with you soon for your coaching session. And for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about and just stumbled onto this video by happen chance or accident, let me tell you about my coaching. I do offer a consultation service to the general public where you and I will go over your MRI images, your CTs, discography, x-rays, whatever you have. I have you answer a bunch of questions, which gives me history, and then I have your examination findings here. And we put things together and try to figure out what exactly is the cause of your pain. And then I can offer you some evidence-based suggestions. What's that mean, evidence-based? Evidence-based means it's been tested by medical research and it's pretty well the way it is. I'm a very evidence-based guy, as you know from if you've visited my website, cargeek.com. I have a research page. I'm a research geek. I love research. So everything I put forth is based on evidence. So I can do that, but you got to do these tests for me. Okay, thanks for watching the video. We'll see you in the next one.